My name is Marisol DeLeon. In Spanish, DeLeon stands for from a lion. I am a Dominican American sex educator. Yep, sex educator. Put that together. A lion and a sex educator. Something's about to happen. This story is a story about a cub that was silenced. In a Dominican American home, or if you know Dominican people or Caribbean folks, there are a few staples that are constant and important in each home. Education is key. A squeaky clean house is a must. We enjoy rich music and delicious food. There's also a thing we don't do. We don't talk about sex. It is taboo, it is uncomfortable, and it is to be kept silent. When I was 4 years old, I was molested by what would be a total of 9 men over the course of 8 years. I was taught a lesson that no 4-year-old should ever learn, to be silent and to keep a secret. Can you imagine a 4-year-old keeping a secret? That is the stage when they're always asking why the world works. When I was 6, my mom sent me down to have the conversation about if anyone touched me down there, I should let her know. I was confused and conflicted. She couldn't bring herself to use the words genitals for my genitals. And these men had silenced me 2 years prior. They silenced my roar. When I was 16, I joined a peer education after-school program where I talked to other teenagers about safer sex practices and made condom packets to hand out in the community. My aunt asked me, what is it that you're doing in this after-school program? And I explained, we talk about sex and we keep the community safe. She said, that's not important, that's silly. You should study computer science because that's where the future is. And I believed her. At that time, my mom also asked me if anyone had ever touched me. I chose to be honest and let out a little roar and say yes. She cried for weeks and filled herself with guilt. I didn't have the language nor the skill to free her from that, but I still chose to do something about it. Later on, I saw a post for a health education position at a hospital, and I asked my supervisor from my internship to write me a recommendation letter. In this letter, he wrote that I was a lioness ready to pounce at the sight of injustice. Rawr. I started to roar. I have taught over 18,000 New York City middle school and high school students to protect themselves, to protect their community, and to learn about their bodies. Most recently, I'm most proud of my work in the company that I founded, Intercourse MD. Intercourse, not intercourse, but if you thought that, we can talk about it. Intercourse MD focuses on educating, empowering, and equipping adults that are in the care of children, that are caring for children to initiate the conversation about sex and sexual health with children, particularly under the age of 5. It is my firm belief that if parents have this conversation with children earlier, they would stop the onset of childhood sexual violence. Imagine a world where lions and lionesses are teaching their cubs to roar early on. Thank you.